Hey guys, this is Mrs. Gower just coming to you from my house. I'm going to do a demonstration on how to do a value scale with pencil, and I'm going to do this quite a bit differently than what I would if we were in the classroom, just because obviously we're not in the classroom and you're probably limited on supplies. So I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible and give you guys some options in case you don't have everything that I have. So some things that you do need. You need your sketchbook. If you did not grab your sketchbook from the classroom or the cabinet before we left, let me try to get this in focus. There we go. Then what you could use is a piece of just blank white paper if you've got it. If you have like a printer or something, you can just use printer paper. The problem you might have with this stuff though is that it's really smooth, so you may not be able to build up the pencil as well as you'd want to. Another option if you don't have like printer paper is also just using just notebook paper. So you could use that too. It's smooth just like the printer paper, so you may run into the same problem. The best option is the sketchbook, and hopefully you did get a chance to grab that. If not, use one of the other two pieces of paper. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to draw your scale. Normally I would do 7 steps. I've got 5 right here. But because we're just using one type of pencil, I'm going to keep it at 5. And even at that, this is going to be pretty challenging. So normally you would have 3 different kinds of pencils. You would have a 3H, or a 4H, a 3B, and a 6B in the classroom to use, which would allow you to get 7 steps very easily and to get like a really, really good black. But with the pencil, we're a little limited on that, so we're just going to do 5-step scale, which is fine. So I went ahead and I drew one using a ruler. So if you have a ruler at home, you can use that. All I did was draw a 5-inch, and I can label this. It's 5 inches long. So it's 5 inches long, and it's 1 inch tall. And I'll show you how to do that with the ruler. But if you don't have a ruler, you guys could use, I borrowed a book from my daughters. You could just use any old something to use as a straight edge. Draw your own. Doesn't matter if these are perfectly 1 inches wide. You just want them to look the same size, and you'll be fine. And I'll show you how to do that too. Alright, so I'm going to kind of turn my sketch, but I always find it's easier for me to do this if I turn it. So what I'm going to do, I am going to draw a 5-inch long line. I'm going to do this right here. So with my ruler, as you guys can see, the measurements do start at the end of the ruler. So I'm going to start right here at the end, and I'm going to draw this line all the way down to where I see the mark for the 5-inch measurement. So right there. And then I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to use the straight edge right here, and I'm going to match that up to the line that I just drew. Make sure that's lined up. I'm standing up and doing this. I find it's a lot easier. And I'm just going to draw a line 1 inch down. So I'm going to stop right here at the 1 inch mark. And then I'm going to continue to turn my paper, or my sketchbook. And I'm going to again take my ruler, and I'm going to match it up to the line that I just drew. And I'm going to draw that line all the way down, again, to where it says 5 inches. Hopefully this will end up so that I have, 1 inches right there. So I'm just going to basically finish off that edge. Okay. Once I'm finished with that, then I'm going to take my ruler again, and I'm just going to make marks at every inch on the ruler there. And I'm just going to move my ruler down, do this again. And then, so now I've got those marks, now I can just connect these. So basically what we have here are 5 1-inch squares. Alright, so that's how you could do that with a ruler. If you don't have a ruler, I'm going to use this. And because I don't have a ruler, I'm just going to kind of guess and estimate. So I'm just going to use the edge of the book. I'm going to draw a line as long as I think I need it. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of use the same concept that I used with the ruler to make sure I make a nice straight line. Just make that kind of long right there. And I'm going to take this. Now I can't see where I ended, so I'm just going to kind of take this like as far as I think I can. Oh gosh, I guess pretty good. And then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this around so I'm upside down, and I am going to draw what I think is a pretty straight line right there. So I got a little extra there, so I can just erase that. And then all I'm going to do with that is I will just kind of guess. I need, let's see here, 4 marks basically. I think I'm going to be a little... It might take you a couple times to do this, and that's fine, but this is good. It'll help you sort of work on your spatial skills here. So kind of guess at what I think, and then I'm going to take the book and just draw those lines down. Now, I'm probably not going to draw these lines very straight. They might be diagonal, but I'm going to use this at like the line that's next to it as a guide to just kind of help me. And who knows, these might all end up diagonal, and that's okay. There. Not too bad for guessing, okay? So that's what I do with just using a book, no ruler, okay? So basically I have 3 finished ones right here. You guys only have to do one. I just wanted to be able to start this video off with one that's done, show you how to do one with a ruler, and how to do one with a book if you've got just a book to use as a straight edge, okay? So the next step is to start, and I'll show that video next.